Here we have for sale our 2021 on a 21 plate Ford Transit Custom. This is the 280 model, meaning it's got a 2.8 ton gross vehicle weight. This one has got the 2-litre EcoBlue diesel Euro 6 engine producing 130 brake horsepower, accompanied in this van with a 6-speed manual gearbox. And this is the short wheelbase, low roof or L1H1 limited panel van. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Transit Custom Limited of this age. I'll also talk you through the full styling kit which is on this particular detail. And we'll have a look at things like the condition, talk a bit about the previous ownership, seeing as it is currently available for sale at the time of recording. So starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this one is spec'd with rear barn doors. So barn doors are 2 doors which open like so. On a Limited you get a number of elements which come colour coded. That includes the bumpers, so the rear bumper, the front bumper. You also get the trims down the side of the vehicle, all come colour coded, as well things like the door handles throughout the vehicle, all in the lovely metallic black that you can see here. We can also see that you get parking sensors, so we've got rear parking sensors there nicely integrated into the rear bumper. You also get front parking sensors as standard as well. Now the first thing to note which has been added to this particular vehicle is we have got the rear spoiler there, as I say, which has been added. Very, very nice indeed. If we open up the rear barn doors, then we can start to have a look inside the back of the vehicle then, looking at the load space. So you've got these yellow arms, give that a pull, that clips into place there against the rear door. That allows you to open the door right out to its full 180-degree position. You can do, of course, exactly the same with the other door as well. Now you can see that this van has got a full ply lining kit in the back of the vehicle. Of course, that is there to protect the van. So if you've got any cargo in the back of here which is moving around, it's not going to cause any nasty outward dents on the side of the van. You can see here actually on a Limited you get a nice hard wearing plastic floor. The previous owner has opted here to actually cover that with some extra protection, so he's put a ply floor in here over the top as well, and I suspect that's probably been done from new, so by the looks of it you're going to have a really good condition plastic floor underneath that if you did want to take that up. Looking around here then you can also see that we have got the factory fitted bulkhead. You've also got the load through hatch here underneath, so for any 3-meter lengths you can get those underneath the passenger seats. And then a factory optional extra on this particular van is that this one has got the LED rear load lights, which in lower light conditions does make a massive difference. But in terms of condition here in the back, these sort of exposed painted areas are all looking very clean and tidy indeed, all inside the pillars there. Very smart indeed. Clearly not had a hard life. Now, talking about a hard life, this particular vehicle, we know where this one has actually come from. As I say, it's one owner from new, and they're actually a sort of a local sort of magazine company. So yeah, more used for maybe moving papers and magazines around than anything else, and that really is apparent in the condition that you can see here on the vehicle. Looking then down the driver's side of the vehicle and looking in the reflections where available, you can see our sign and our showroom door there in the background. You can just see how clean and tidy this is. Very smart indeed. Now, part of the styling package, we can see that we have got the lovely Wolf Race 18-inch Assassin alloy wheels, finished in gloss black. These have all been freshly refurbished, so no marks on them whatsoever. You've also then got the side bars and the roof bars as well. Now there is a tiny little, I just sort of saw it in the corner of my eye, here we go. There is a tiny little pin dent just here. Talk about on the rear there, I don't know if you can even pick that up, it's absolutely tiny, but so I can spot that. And then a couple of tiny little touch-ins just there on the rear quarter, but otherwise looking very clean and tidy indeed. If I open up the driver's door then we can start to have a look inside here from the driver's side. This is where the Limited really comes into its own, and that is the spec that you get as a driver. Sorry, we've got terrible sun here right in the camera lens. Looking inside then you can just see the condition, how clean and tidy this is on the floor, on the step. Of course this is the correct position here for the toolkit behind that flap just there. Looking at the driver's seat, plenty of adjustability here. So you've got height adjustment, and this is what they call thigh adjustment, so adjustability of the front of the seat just there. You've got a driver's armrest which is on a ratchet, so you can set that to your desired height, but lovely condition here of the driver's seat, no issues there whatsoever. Leather multifunctioning steering wheel, little to no wear on this steering wheel, which is always very, very nice to see. These do tend, when you see these sort of 70,000-80,000 miles, you do see these with a bit of wear to them, but this is looking very, very nice indeed, which is, as I say, always nice to see. On the left hand side then, you've got your cruise control settings and your volume for the radio underneath there, and then on the right hand side you've got your onboard computer controls there, and you can also answer and hang up the phone. If you look into the middle then, at the dashboard, you can see the mileage there, 20,693.7 miles recorded. Electric windows, electric folding mirrors, that's how those are operated just there. Fold those in and out, and you've got auto activated lights, you've got auto activated wipers as well, 2 full remote keys with this vehicle. But as I say, condition here from the driver's side, absolutely fantastic. If I jump inside then, we can start to have a look at a bit more of the spec here. So remember, this all comes as standard on the Limited. I really think it is quite remarkable and why these probably sell so well. Heated seats, heated windscreen, air conditioning, and also heated wing mirrors. It's absolutely fantastic, the spec that you get on this. You can see that you've got 3 adjustments there for the heated seats, but all of that comes as standard, whereas on some other vans they would be optional extras. You can also see then, again, this is all standard. You've got the lovely Sync 3 screen here, if the camera will focus. Sorry, as I say, we are directly into the sunlight here, which is probably my fault, but Sync 3 screen, this, once you've got a phone plugged in, gives you Apple CarPlay and also Android Auto. You can use things like your Apple Maps on here if you want to. You can even use things like your Apple Music. You can listen to your podcasts. You've got Google Maps or Waze if you prefer to navigate via those avenues as well. But absolutely fantastic to see that. If we go on to audio here, you can see that we have got DAB radio as well. If we put the vehicle into reverse, it also gives you a parking sensor display just there as well. Another USB point and a 12-volt socket down there, and then up on top of the dashboard, the same up there, and that's where I've got my phone plugged in currently. Looking at the passenger seats, no issues at all with the passenger seats, all in lovely condition actually, and that goes the same with the fold-down work tray. Couple of cup holders there, and also somewhere to store your paperwork as well. Jumping back outside of the van then, we'll continue to go around the front of the vehicle. And I say, just having a really good close look at the condition. If there's anything which I can see, I will gladly point it out to you. And then the front end of this van, and in black, these really just do look absolutely fantastic. So we've got the Ford Trail front grille, lovely lower splitter just there, and one thing which is always very, very popular on the Custom Limited, and that is these upgraded headlights which you get on the Limited with the lovely LED daytime running light around the outside. Underneath that you've got front fog lights and also front parking sensors there. All comes as standard. Of course the grille splitter does not come as standard. These are things which have been added. Looking at the bonnet, is there any stone chips to talk of? Maybe a couple, tiny little stone chip just here, but very few. I guess, consistent with a very good condition 20,000 mile van, if I'm being honest. But yeah, looking really, really nice indeed. And I say, looking at those wheels, there's no marks on the wheels or anything because they've all been freshly refurbished. Wolf-Rayce Assassin 18-inch gloss black alloy wheels. We'll just quickly show you from the passenger side. If I open up the passenger door, you can have a look inside here. Looking at the passenger door card there. Of course, remember to go back and, if you want to re-watch the video or pause at any particular points, by all means do that and give us a call if there's anything which you feel hasn't been covered. If I open up the side loading door here then, lovely condition of the load space there, and as I say, lovely condition of the bulkhead as well. So just to summarise, it's a one owner from new 2021 on a 21 plate. So remember, of course, you've got manufacturer's warranty still remaining on this vehicle until it's 3 years old in 2024. So it was lovely to see that. Ford Transit Custom is the 280, so 2.8 ton gross vehicle weight, short wheelbase, low roof, limited panel van. It's got the 2 litre EcoBlue diesel engine, 130 brake horsepower. Just caught my eye there, tiny little pin dent at the bottom of the side loading door just down there, so I'd like to of course mention that, but otherwise absolutely fantastic condition throughout, hopefully, as will be conveyed through the camera here and available physically with us here today. This vehicle has been right through our workshop as well, so it's had a full service as well, so it's completely ready to go. If you'd like to see the full advert, please head over to our website, bridgeendvans.co.uk. This is where you'll find all of the photography, the description, and of course the price. We'll welcome inquiries on either of the numbers listed here at the bottom of the sign as well, so feel free to pause the video again if you'd like to make a note of those. We can take cars or vans in part exchange, we can deliver our vehicles nationwide, and we can also arrange finance at very competitive rates if you'd like to spread the cost of this fantastic van. Thank you very much for watching.